W.J.R.G. We are your favorite choice for the very best in gospel music. And also, we are live in the studio. We are streaming live on Facebook with Action First Broadcast, which comes your way every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. with my man, Dr. Wayne McCray. Right? We try to bring in a special guest every Thursday so we can be a blessing to our community. I'm Jerry Green, and tonight we have a special guest, and this guy is doing a great job for our community, professional realtor, Brother Mike Stroud. How you doing, my brother? God bless you today.
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Well, first of all, welcome to Action First Broadcast. Like I said, we're streaming live on Facebook and also on W.J.R.G. Radio. And we want to find out what you're doing because during our conversation, you're doing a great job in what you do now. First of all, are you a New Haven, Hampton, West Haven resident, or where do you live at?
I actually live in North Haven now.
Okay, you live in North Haven.
But I've lived in New Haven for a long time, and my heart's still here.
Your heart is still New Haven. All right, so what made you decide to get into real estate and to become a realtor?
Well, I used to be a stockbroker on Wall Street for 6 years.
Wow. Okay.
And I understood back then that true wealth is in concrete.
Okay.
And that means you got to own some real estate.
Got to own some real estate, right?
But then I thought further than that, why own it when I can do it?
Okay.
Okay, so doing it,
make some money too.
I can make some money, I can help some people.
Okay, now, what is the advantage? I mean, if someone wants to buy a home, right? What is some of the advantages for people, homeowners, and not just renting a house? What's some of the advantage?
Well, first of all, when you own your own, there's pride of ownership.
Okay.
When you're renting from somebody else, there's no equity.
Okay.
You're renting their thing. You're not owning your own thing. You can't control your own destiny.
There you go.
Okay. When you own your own house, you're building wealth,
right?
Generation of wealth at that. And then you have an opportunity to maximize on the equity.
Right. Well, I mean, something you just said. I mean, just like for example, I'm just going to answer this. If you own your own home, if you want to have a cookout, you can have when you want to have it.
Yeah, when you want.
If you want to have a dog or a cat,
you can have
it when you want to have it. You ain't got to go to the landlord and ask, "Yo, can I have a cookout this weekend?" How many people you got to bring over? All these questions you gotta answer.
Yeah.
When you got your own, I tell folks, like I have your own car. You got your own car, and you go
where you
want to go. So to make it simple as that, that's one of the advantages as well of being a homeowner, right? So you have the Michael Stroud team at Coldwell Banker Realty. What is the aim and goal for your team?
Well, we started the Michael Stroud team in order to help people.
Okay.
Because when I came up, even though I was a stockbroker on Wall Street and I started in real estate, I did a lot of deals my first year, but there were a lot of things that I was missing, even though I was already a businessman. So me starting the Michael Stroud team at Coldwell Banker, I can actually give opportunity to young brothers and sisters and everybody else where there is no opportunity. And I can show you how to do this the right way. The more people you help, the more wealth comes from that.
Okay, but now let's say this person here that owns, whoever owns all these offices, this space out here, I mean, probably making good money, I would say, hopefully, because you still got people that's renting and some people leave. What's some of the other side of being a realtor, especially if someone owns a 3-family home and you got people coming in and out, and some of the work you got to put into homes. I think that kind of turns people away too, because you got to deal with residents, you got to deal with tenants and all that kind of stuff, Section 8 and all that.
Yeah, well, it's, being a landlord, you're running your own business.
Right.
Okay. Right. It could be a single family, it could be a 2-family,
okay.
It could be a 3-family. Okay. So, like you said, you have to deal with tenants.
Right. You
have to deal with upkeep. You got to deal with the landscaping. You got to deal with the snow. And then, depending on how many people live in your multi-family, whether it be a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or whatever,
right.
Now you've got a lot of different attitudes. Okay?
That's why I put that up.
You got a lot of different attitudes. So you've got to understand how to manage your emotions,
right.
Your money, and then sometimes you got to chase some money.
There you go.
Okay, so it's a lot of different skills to become a landlord.
See, I brought that up because it ain't as easy as people. I mean, you're making money, but like I said, sometimes people don't see what you go through.
Exactly.
I mean, the other side. I'll give you an example. I got a 2-family home with a 3rd floor attic, and it's rented out right now. If I'll keep it empty before I rent it to anybody.
Well, absolutely.
All right, I'm just saying because some people did it for the money.
Yeah.
Because I stay on the 1st floor. Mm-hmm. Before I rent it out, to some people, and family too. Give me family too. I would keep it empty because what I got to go through.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes you got to go through things that you don't want to go through when you're a homeowner.
Exactly.
Right?
I would rather keep. I had a bunch of multi-families, and I kept a lot of units vacant because I couldn't find a really good tenant.
Okay.
All right. I'd rather have no money and no headache,
right,
than some money and a lot of headache.
There you go.
Okay.
Right.
It just depends on what you're in for.
Right. Because I don't want to come home. I got a driveway that is my driveway. Right. I don't want to come home and somebody got their car in my driveway. Right. Then I got to ask them to move it. You know what I'm saying? It's little things you got to fight with. I rented out to 2 people. Then I look up there. You got 4 people up there now. Where they come from. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying. So see some things that people I guess stray away from renting because they don't want the headache part of it. But it's definitely a good business.
Yeah, it's definitely a good business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you gotta have some clear cut ideas as to what you want and what you want to stand for.
Exactly.
And you have to
keep. You gotta be a little tough.
Yeah, you gotta keep those borders up.
You gotta be tough too. In other words, you can't be no wimp, right?
No punk.
Yeah, right. Of course. It's time to pay the rent, right? And just like this guy knows, when I have my strong willie, whatever, my mortgage is paid every month. I make sure you're gonna get your money. Right. But see, some people they ain't like that. The landlord gotta wait. They come with all these excuses.
Right.
So, like I said, it's tough on both ends, but the way you make it sound is great, man. All right. So also, so you're a licensed agent since 2005. How difficult was it getting your license to be in the real estate?
Well, a lot of people, if I can put it in a PC way.
Okay.
It's not hard, but it's not easy. But you have to study. I'm mentoring a couple of young brothers and sisters, and there's a way for you to pass every standard form test.
Okay.
But you have to study, and it's a lot of writing, and it's a lot of time. Wow. But people don't want to invest in themselves. You have to invest in yourself. See my whiteboard up there? I see. Invest in yourself. I didn't see that. I tell people all the time when they come to see me, don't talk to me if you're not willing to invest in yourself. That's right. Because if I can invest in me, don't have me market you and promote you if you don't want to promote yourself. There's no shortcut. Right, there's no shortcut. Well, we understand. Hey, I like that. Right. That's it. They ask me why I get up at 3 a.m. Yeah, what is it to do at 3 a.m.? Right. A lot. Right. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Right, this is actually the first broadcast on W.J.R.G radio. We are streaming live for those who are viewing us on StreamYard, Facebook. We welcome you as well. And we're speaking live with professional realtor, Brother Michael Stroud. He's in the studio this evening, very successful in what he does. And please get some nuggets, all right? Especially those who are looking forward to buying a home, buying a house. And this man can tell you how to do it. Also, I'm reading your bio, man. In 2021 and 2022, you were a 5-star agent and a member in good standing at the National Association of Realtors, man. Yes. And that had to be a great accomplishment. Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Ironically, people told me that I should have been a 5-star realtor 15 years ago, and I believe that. Because looking around at a lot of 5-star realtors, the criteria to be a 5-star realtor back then was different. Okay. Somebody put your name in, they made a couple calls, and that was it. So I actually earned mine. Ironically, I'm one of the very few African Americans in the whole state of Connecticut that's a 5-star agent. Brag on. I was told that I am the only one. I don't know what the exact number is, but I haven't seen another African American in the state of Connecticut that's a 5-star agent, which is the top 3% out of 20,000 realtors in the state of Connecticut. Top 3%. So that was my next question. Then, what made you so successful at what you do? Because I care about others. It's not about me. It's not about the money. It's not about me at all.
That's powerful.
You know, we're here to serve each other.
Right.
The more people I help, the more people they can go help, especially if I show you how to do it the right way. But going back to what's on your whiteboard, we have to invest in ourselves. We have to do the work.
Right.
As long as we do the work, there's nothing we can't do together.
Right. Yeah. You got to invest in yourself, man. I mean, and even start with owning property.
Right.
You got to have something to own first of all.
Yeah.
You know,
I can show you how to do that.
Like even our own businesses in our community. That's how you build a community. But you got to own. You just can't rent. You got to own.
That's right.
So I'm very excited, man, with what you're saying. Now, also, you won several quarterly achievement awards as well as the Coldwell Banker Awards for top production, man. I mean, you've been doing your thing.
Yeah, well, you know something? I don't look at the numbers.
Okay.
I really don't. I just keep my head down and I just reach out and try to help as many people as I possibly can. And God just does the rest.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, but still, I mean, you know, what you're doing, you know, I mean, people, they're noticing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
because
appreciate that.
if someone give you an award or you being awarded for something, somebody see your good works, and that's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key.
And it's an honor too. It's an honor, like you said, to have someone recognize something that you not take for granted, but you feel this is what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Okay.
And you got that gift too. I mean, God bless you with a certain gift.
Yes.
Right. A certain gift that you have that only you can do.
That's true.
All right. I mean,
That's
only
true.
you can do.
Yeah. We all have our own gifts. That's
right. That's like playing ball. I mean, you know, everybody's not gonna be a LeBron.
Yeah. But
I mean, a lot of people playing basketball, but everybody's not gonna be a LeBron or Michael Jordan or the late Kobe. You know, but they're still playing ball and they're good at what they do.
They're good.
But everybody's not gonna be even a radio, a Tom Joyner or Steve Harvey. I mean, I've been doing radio 40 years, but I'm not Steve Harvey and them guys on the national level. So you have a certain gift and you stay in your lane. That's the key here.
Right.
But I mean, so actually, Dr. Wayne, you have a question?
Well, you know, just one. You know, I mean, it's you know, I'm so glad that you took the invite, man. You know, for the interview and everything. You know, but you know, also, you know, what are some of your goals in achieving? Because I see a lot of success, you know, from helping so many people. Now, is there a level of brokerage you think about getting into? Because, you know, at some point, you know, and speak about, you know, the commercial aspect, because, you know, I know that, you know, for residential, you know, we was talking about, you know, being a landlord, but, you know, and also in the commercial industry, you know, kind of give us some enlightenment, you know, in that part of the industry.
Yeah, residential and commercial is two totally different animals. Number one, okay. But before I address that, let me go back to the goals.
Right.
Goals into that's the first thing you said. Okay. Yes, I do have a plan. Yes, I do have a big broker's goal. And as I tell my team, my dreams are big enough for all of us to do it together. Okay.
Wow, that's powerful.
So I actually told my manager at Coldwell Banker and the regional vice president that the Michael Stroud team will be the first team to transform into and align with the brokerage it came from.
Wow.
So I'm going to be a subsidiary of Coldwell Banker.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
So my goal is to have the Northeast, the Southeast, the Northwest, the Southwest, and the Central offices. Okay? We're already with Coldwell Banker, who is international, the biggest team out there. Okay? But through Coldwell,
they got a big brand.
Oh yeah, they ain't playing around.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
But through Coldwell Banker,
wow,
I can have my team down in Maryland, where I have one of my cousins, my first cousin, who's getting her real estate license. We're getting her aligned in the Coldwell Banker office down there, and the Michael Stroud team is going to be in Maryland. I'm working the same right now in Philly. I'm working the same in Boston. I'm working the same in Florida right now. We're working the same in Houston. We're going to expand, but we don't plan to leave Coldwell Banker. We plan to align with Coldwell Banker, stay on the team, and be partners. That's what the big
That's
goal
power.
is.
That's the big goal.
That's it. That's powerful.
Yeah. So my dream is big enough for all of us.
Right.
And that's powerful.
That's a big dream.
That's powerful.
So now getting into commercial. All right, commercial and residential, as I said, are two different animals.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, commercial is good, residential is not, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but when you're doing commercial, it's investment. Ain't no gift letters.
Right.
You know, ain't no borrowing no money.
Right.
You know, you gotta have your finances straight and ready.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta show a track record that you're strong financially.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about it. Most people don't understand.
Right.
When you go into real estate, whether it be commercial or residential, we need to get your bank straight first.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
If your credit is not right, don't try to fix it on your own. Call me. I know how to fix credit. I got other people that can fix credit with no charge.
Okay.
We're not Lexington Law. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna call them out like that.
There you go.
Wow.
You know, but I show you how to fix your credit with no charge to you. But you got to do the work. Okay. So now you can make a lot of money and a bigger impact with commercial because you can have 98 residential units.
Right.
I worked in a deal in New Haven, $6.5 million, 98 residential units, about 16 different buildings.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the deal fell apart 2 days prior to closing because we found that the sellers fudged the insurance paperwork.
Wow.
The insurance they were supposed to have on this type of properties was $60,000 a year. Now, mind you, you're making $8 million a year off of it.
Wow.
So $60,000 a year in insurance is nothing. All right.
Right.
They gave us documentation. It was like liability on a car. Liability costs you $100 a year, basically. Okay.
Right.
So the insurance paperwork showed liability at the last moment. It was only $11,000 a year. So if anything happened, you were in trouble.
Wow.
You were in trouble.
You know, see, what one of the reasons why, you know, with commercial, being in ministry, and one of the things that in this time, because the season that we're in,
Yes.
you know, my thing is about the Good Samaritan. We all know what the Good Samaritan did, you know, and there was a need that Jesus took him and put him in the inn and said, restore him back to health until he was able to, you know, be healed from his wounds.
Yes.
And so, and I feel that this is an area where that we are now, ministry-wise. A lot of people going through a lot of different things.
Yes,
And when we want to be able to minister to the whole person, we have to be able to provide a service and a need. And some are going through things now that we have to, I call it the end. We have to be able to put them up. And that's why I have my focus on commercial for my outreach ministry, because we want to be able to provide some of that service that where once they are nursed back to health for whatever need and have the resources established within this entity that we can minister to the whole person, then they'll be more receptive to receiving the word. You know, if somebody's out there homeless and don't have no place to go, it's hard to really reach them, because not having the proper resources or being able to direct them in the right paths. You know, even now, some of the in our community, some of the social services that were in place at one time, they're no longer there now.
That's true.
So you know, so my thing with ministry, you know, is about ministering to the whole person and being equipped to be able to provide that means if we got to put them up for a little while to nurse them back to health, we have the resources to do that. And so that's why I want to know more on the commercial aspect, to being able to tap into those resources.
Oh yeah. You know, they've got some SBA loans and things of that nature.
Yes.
Different programs, but every program isn't for everybody.
Right. That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
So
that's
you got to sit down and see what your needs are. Okay. And then what your wants are, and we put it together. Now we have a plan. Now we go out and see what type of funding suits what you need. Now, also, a lot of this funding out there there's clawbacks. When I say clawbacks, there's strongholds. If you don't do this, we take this.
Right.
There's that small print.
Right.
All right. So just because it look good doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
All money ain't good money. So we have to really look at the small print. And there's no shame in walking away, because if someone really wants to help you, they're not going to try to take you. Number one, and number two, God ain't gonna let it happen anyway.
Right.
Okay, so we don't have to chase no money. The money that's for you is for you. We can't no one else get it but you.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
If you need anything from me, look, I'm here.
Amen. Praise God. Amen.
All right. We have in the studio live brother Michael Stroud. He's a realtor, doing a great job. He has some nuggets that he shared with us this evening on Action First broadcast. Now, being a community activist as well and working with young people, what's the message you want to send to our young people?
You can do it.
You can do it. Okay. You can do it.
Don't let anybody tell you, no matter where you come from, how much money you have or don't have, what your mama did, your daddy did. It don't matter. It's on you.
It's on you.
Right. And that's why, Michael Stroud, me, the Michael Stroud team, we do sponsor young brothers and sisters. We pay for you to go to real estate school.
That's good.
But
and give out your number before we leave too.
Definitely will. Definitely will. Because
what's the but? You said it's a but. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you have to do the work. Okay? There's a scholarship in my grandfather's name, Milton Stroud. That's my granddaddy. Okay.
That's powerful, man.
My grandfather, he used to tell me what I thought was crazy things when I was 7 years old. I said, look at this old dude, he's crazy. But I find myself remembering those things in business.
Right.
And I look and I say, wow, he knew what he was talking about. So listen to your elders too. Yeah, listen to your elders. They not crazy.
Oh, you talking right.
Come on, man. You talking right,
Give
man.
that wisdom.
Come on. That's good. And see, you know what? And I thank God. See, all of us, I see it. I'm just getting my wisdom in there. It's coming. It's coming. And they say that the gray hair, that is the wisdom. And you have a lot of older guys now. They're dying and everything, but it's a generation. They have to see the eldership. Right. They have to understand the wisdom that God has put in our lives and the things that brought us to, that we can be able to lead them on the right path. So I commend that. A lot of people want to go ahead and die all their grades and stuff, but no.
Yeah, you work for that.
That's it.
I work for this.
I see that.
I work for this. I'm keeping it.
And one thing we got to understand, especially when you're young, you're looking after somebody. You're looking up to somebody, right? Somebody you're looking up to. Now, some people look up to rappers or whoever, sports figures, or fathers or uncles or granddad, like you said, your granddad. Somebody is your role model. I mean, some people even look up to drug dealers. I'm just saying, but they're looking up to somebody. We have to give them something positive to look up to.
That's right.
That's why I always ask the question, what advice would you give somebody? Because somebody is watching your life, right? I mean, especially if you're successful, right? And they're watching. So it's always good, to be that role model, man, that kids need. Because when I was young, I mean, I started at 8 years old, but my father had a record store. That's why I got into music.
Okay.
And me and my brother and my family, I mean, when it came to music, we knew music because that was that seed that was planted in us, right? But the same token, like I said, that was something that was the path I always stuck with, music. That's why I do radio, because of music, really. I just love music. But so I'm saying, but kids look up to somebody. They're watching. Business people, businessmen. So that's why, whatever you're doing good, keep doing it, brother, and keep showing them. Now, what is your greatest accomplishment that you're the most proud of? If there's any particular one that out of all the things you accomplished, but the one thing that really that you can stand out and say, I'm really proud of this.
Yeah, I do have a lot of accomplishments.
Okay.
And I'm proud of all of them, but like you said, the one thing, and I had to think about this for a second, but it wasn't really hard to uncover. The one thing that I'm most proud of is like coming from the block, come from the hood, North New Jersey, Boston area as well. about competition, stepping on people and getting over, and doing what we got to do to survive.
Right. Right.
So you have to be selfish. Survival of the fittest is what we were taught, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unlearning that trait, I think, is my most valuable asset and what I'm most proud of. I say it again in layman's terms, learning to be unselfish. Me looking at myself in the mirror and saying it's not about you, dude.
Right.
Giving of myself, learning and being able just to be naked, give up myself, and just to help anybody and not pass judgment. Because I don't care what success looks like to anybody. It could be a Fortune 500 company.
Right.
It could be learning to walk again after a horrific accident.
Right.
Everybody that's had some inkling of success has had help. Has had help. And continually has help. Even if it's being able to call someone and have them listen to you while you vent.
Right.
Okay? We've all had help. So we should not be judgmental, and we should be unselfish in giving with ourselves. Because this is a world and a life of service.
Right.
That's what I'm here to do, to serve.
Well, the Bible says better to give them than to receive.
Absolutely.
Right.
If you have a bad day, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you're having a bad day, go help somebody. See how you feel.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Because you're going to get it back anyway. If you help somebody, it's coming back to you. Because what you do good for others is going to come back to you. Right? It's just that simple. It's a simple rule, but it works.
Amen.
Right? Some people are just selfish. To your point, they're selfish and they're thinking about me, myself, and I. Right? Share that knowledge, share the gift. I'll pat somebody on the back and tell them you're doing a great job, and encourage somebody. Encourage them. Right now, what keeps you motivated and encourage yourself, bro? What keeps you going, man? Say get up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Get up at 3.
Getting your work in. But what keeps you motivated and encouraged?
Well, I understand God put a purpose on my life, and sometimes I feel, my shoulders get heavy. Everybody has bad days. So what I do, I drive back to Boston or Newark, New Jersey, and I see where I came from.
Okay.
And I say, cured. I'm good. I'm good, because my job is to help.
Okay.
Is to help every last brother or sister that wants help.
Amen.
Get a property. Learn how to do real estate the right way. Get a piece of the rock. Remember that back in the day? Yeah. My job, my goal is to help every single brother and sister that can hear my voice or see my picture or know somebody that knows me. Give me a call, 203-821-1131. You say, give them a number. I'm giving it to them. I'm here to help you.
It's on the ticker.
Yeah, I'm here to help you understand real estate and get what you want out of real estate. Not what I want. I want to sit down with you, have a conversation. It's going to be between 1 and 2 hours. We'll create a plan, discover and uncover what you want out of real estate, and we're going to go get that. I promise you.
That was actually one of my questions that he answered. What advice would you give someone that wants to even get into real estate? Because it's a big business. It's a big business, right? And even the drug dealer that's out there selling drugs, he's a businessman. Yeah. He just selling a product and that's destroying lives. But he still know how to cut it up. How much profit he gonna make. It's business.
It is.
We got to take that mindset and make it do something positive.
That's true.
Right?
The good thing about real estate is you don't have to buy product. It's out there.
It's out there.
You don't have to go buy merchandise.
Right. Exactly. I agree with you.
I say, gotta learn how to trade numbers.
There you go.
And you gotta deal with people too, though. When you get in that business, just like when you had a retail store, customers always right. Remember the glad retail store.
Yeah.
You got to deal with customers. You got to be open on time, and they're going to complain a little bit, and you got to deal with the complaints, right? And it's still the customer.
We call that leading from behind.
There you go. Now, how important is education today in our society?
It's very, very important.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit.
Very important.
I mean, especially the young people, that young boy that might want to drop out of school, or that young girl, who's getting pregnant young and want to drop out of school. How important is education?
Well, I'm going to go straight to the heart. Okay, I'm going to go on my home front. I have a young daughter. One of my youngest daughters, 23. Okay. She doesn't even have a GED.
Okay.
She won't invest in herself to go get the education, and she's wondering why she keeps getting jobs at Burger King, Waffle House, Popeyes. She can't get a better job because she does not have the education. And even when you do get some education, even as successful as I am now, I'm still taking courses.
Right.
I'm still educating myself. I'm taking my first CCIM course in, I think it's September, Certified Commercial Investment Manager, okay, which is an international license for commercial real estate. It ups your marketability over 40%. And there are only, what I understand, there's 25 of them in the state of Connecticut. That's it. 25 CCIM in the state of Connecticut.
Man, I just want to jump in a second, man. I like your transparency, man, and that's what we need. And I thank you for being transparent.
Absolutely.
Because that brings. See, a lot of people don't want to be transparent. That's how we're overcomers, man.
Yeah.
That's how we're helpers one to another. So I just wanted to share that with you, man. I thank you for that, man. That tells a lot. A lot of times with people, they put up a facade, man, in certain areas. But the more transparent we are, the more we're able to let down guards, and we can trust people, man, and can move forward.
Yeah. We have to identify with each other. We have to trust. There's only one way to do the right thing, and that's the right way.
That's it.
There's no shortcuts. There's none of that.
None of that.
You gotta do the work.
I say that like that. Because I say the same thing.
That's right. That's it.
I say the same thing to folks.
That's it.
People want success, right? But they wanted that microwave.
Yeah, no, it don't happen like that.
You gotta work. You gotta put the work in.
That's it.
Let me go back to the CCIM just for 1 second. All right. What I was saying is, there are only 179 minorities in America, the United States of America, that have the Certified Commercial Investment Managers designation. 179. Wow. There's 76 African Americans in the whole country.
79.
I'm about to be 77.
All right, now go ahead. Now. All right.
So the thing that we don't understand is, like, down in Stamford, Connecticut, I was walking by this big building. They said, "Oh, they paid $70 million for this building." I said, "This building right here? Wow. You kidding me?" Wow. They said, "Yeah, but did you also know if you have your license and your designations, 10% of those deals that come to that city, if your license and have your designation, have to go to a minority." There's a brother, I forget his name. Wow. He actually has an office in Dallas, Texas. He has an office in Florida. I think it's Miami. He has one in New York. He has one in Boston. He has one in California. Okay. So, you know the Palm Hotel? Yep. Right? Guess who manages it? He does. Wow. You know that up in Boston, they had that big $680 million corridor they're rebuilding? Yep. Guess who's in charge of that? He is. Wow. Because he has his license, he has his designation. And when I found out about him, I said, "That's a ticket, bro." Yes. So that's how I get my money. Right. But the residential is how I help our people. Right. Okay. Right. And then I'm building my team on the residential so I can go do the commercial and start building a team for us in commercial. But we're going to be the biggest real estate company in the country. That's what it's going to be.
You got to go for it. You got the plan. You got the plan in place.
Visionary.
Now just go for it. Because my dad always taught me you got talkers and doers.
Yeah, amen to that.
Now you walk in the walk. Yeah. That's the key. Well, now, what is your favorite hobby, man? When you just in your leisure time, relaxing, chilling out. Any particular hobbies you got?
Yeah, playing with my goddaughter.
You got it.
Matter of fact, that's why I was 2 minutes late getting here, because we had to throw water balloons to get in the hot tub. I said, "Baby, I got 30 minutes."
I got you.
But that's my pride and joy right there.
Wow.
Yeah, well, mine's watching the good movies sometimes. You know, just get my mind off everything. Take my phone, sit it aside, and just what I don't care if it's an old movie.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Something I done watched 100 times. I watch it again.
Yeah, you see, with all due respect, brother,
there you go.
You got a little bit of age on me, and I gotta keep manifesting and using my time wisely.
There you go.
Okay,
you go.
So I don't watch TV.
I got you.
All right, but I do watch a couple of cooking shows. I like to cook.
There you go.
You know, and I watch a movie here and there.
Right.
But sometimes my wife will walk in the room. She'll say, "What's wrong with you?" I'll be sitting in the dark, just thinking about my business, thinking about who I can help, thinking about how I can move. You know, and I'll get up at 3, but like I sit in my hot tub. If the spirit hit me, it might be 2 minutes, might be an hour.
Right.
And when God's done with me, then I will get my coffee.
No, and the reason I said what I said, because even with this radio, it's a 24-hour gospel station.
Oh yeah.
It's work. I mean, I got to update the music. I got to update the new shows that come on. So it's constantly work just to do the radio. Yeah. Then I still do my other station. I do the music over there, do mic breaks. Then other things I'm doing. You know, we have award shows that we're doing. So every now and then, I just got to put everything down, right? You know, and just relax and get my mind off it and then to something else. Because sometimes, you know, your mind can be consumed on what you're doing. Because I'm a perfectionist too. You got to be done right. If you're going to listen to my station, it's going to be the best. Right? Or whatever we do, it's got to be top notch. But every now and then, you just got to take your mind and bring it somewhere else and just say, okay, let me just, you know, and entertain it in a different way. You know, because it can be stressful sometimes. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Now, you know, and see, you know, one of the things, my pastimes, and I like to do, I like to ride and travel. Okay. And one of the things I love going to see architectural design, like houses. Nice. I love the mansions, man, and, you know, just riding through the countryside, going to Westport, you know, different places. I go all the way up. I was up Plymouth Rock, that area, you know, Mass and stuff like that. Because I like the architectural structures, like the old buildings, like, you know, those buildings that's been built like 100 years ago, you know, and stuff like that.
I got you. So, now, one of the things I do like to watch on television is documentaries. I love to watch documentaries, especially on greatness. Like I'll watch the Motown, Barry Gordy, how he started his company. You know, things like that. I like to watch.
I do enjoy that.
How people get successful. Because you just to get successful, you had to put something in it to do it.
Right. You had to go through it.
Right, exactly. Right. So that's why I like to watch a lot of documentaries and things like that. You know, I'm a conspiracy type guy too. I mean, you know, because you know people do things and they try to cover things up. I like to figure things out. So like I said, but still get my mind on something else. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's all good, man. This is a Action First broadcast this evening on W.J.R.G radio. We have our professional realtor, Brother Mike Stroud. He's live in the studio. We are streaming live on Facebook as well. So this brother is very successful. He's going to give out his contact number again right before he leaves. Now, what's the plans for you? I know you talked a little bit about some of your plans for 22 and 23. And you talking about your company, right?
Right. So 22, 23. Right now we have 10 realtors on our team. You know, if everything goes well, because, you know, it's always a speed bump. You know, we don't have a crystal ball, you know, but we've got a plan, which is our roadmap.
Right.
Okay. So if everything goes well, we should have a total of 30 team members.
Wow.
A total of 30 team members who will take the top wing at the North Haven office in Coldwell Banker. Again, not seceding from Coldwell Banker, we're just building a bigger entity inside of it.
Like, well, you got to go see him, man. I mean, he's on, like I said. I mean, you want to make some money now, right? I mean, you hang with the big dogs. You want to make money now. You gotta hang with the big dogs.
Amen.
Right? I mean, hey, this guy, you know, he's talking big. I mean,
we want to get, you know, we have Carol Kahawaringa. You know, she's a up and coming 5-star agent as well. Okay. So now Tracy Day, she's going to be the next Stroud Realty Group, Michael Stroud team 5-star agent. So she'll be the second African American person in the state of Connecticut. And that's my goal, to get Tracy to be a 5-star agent.
Okay, all right. And whatever my station can do, man, whatever you're doing, let us know.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, let us know, bro.
Thank you.
And that's what it's all about, man. All right, well, Dr. Wayne, you have any questions, anything for Brother Mike here? Because it's a pleasure, man, having them on the
Hey,
show.
amen,
We gotta definitely get them
amen,
back again.
amen,
Like you
for
were saying.
sure. We have a comment in. Oh yeah, so just one of the brothers just responded, asked how we doing.
How
and
you doing?
everything.
Yes.
Amen. Yeah, I just want to put that up. Johnny Harris, all
John
right.
Harrison, yes.
God bless you. God bless you. I just want to commend you, Mike, man, in your efforts, and I hear your passion, and there's a generation that they call X, right?
Yes.
And these young people, I feel that there's some young people that I know that I want to lead them towards you for mentoring.
Absolutely.
Because there's a time now, especially with real estate, it's a good opportunity.
Right.
And so we want to be able to catch some younger people as well, man, to get them engaged and to bring them in and where that they can be trained and stuff to that.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Like everybody has a lane, and God put it on me that this just so happened to be my lane, and it is a way to build generational wealth. It is a way for you as a young brother or sister to run your own business.
Amen.
You can be a part of a team, but you're still running your own business.
Right.
And we can show you how to be accountable for your business. We can show you how to structure months out so you don't go months without getting paid. Just prospecting every day, all day. Something as simple as passing out your business card. They don't teach you that in the classes.
Right.
They teach you how to pass the test so you can get your license, but they don't teach you how to earn a living. We're going to show you how to earn a living, keep the money in your pocket for you and your family, and unfortunately, not the big people like Coldwell Banker. Love Coldwell Banker, okay, all right, but Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, all these other big people, depending what office you're in, okay, but they do care, but they care about their business, and they're supposed to, but they give us an opportunity. So we have the opportunity to have a partnership with them where we share the commissions that we generate. I don't work for Coldwell Banker. I'm in a partnership with Coldwell Banker. You see, so we share the commissions that I generate. They don't give me a check. I go make income happen, and I can show you how to do the same thing. That's the goal that I have. There's so much money out there that we're not getting.
Wow.
Right.
All right. I was with a company called Pierce Real Estate. Barbara Pierce Lover. Okay. Barbara said, "Why should I hire you?" I said, "It's very simple." I said, first of all, if you don't, you're missing out and I'm missing out. You're going to continue to be successful in what you do, and so will I. I don't need you, you don't need me. But you're in real estate, and you're in New Haven, and I'm who I am. I'm the best at this, and I can touch black dollars that you never see. She hired me on the spot because she know I'm telling the truth.
Telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
See, I don't lie, I don't dance. I don't lie and I don't dance. If it was about money, I go back to Wall Street because I got 7 boys on Wall Street that own firms, and every month one of them asks me when you coming back, and I say never, because that's not my calling.
Right.
Okay, I'm teaching people how to gamble on Wall Street. I'm teaching people how to live and make an earning here.
There you go.
Okay, so this is what I do every day, all day, twice on Sunday. Okay, I told you I'm from the block. Bringing it out me, man.
Well, you dropped some knowledge. You dropped some knowledge for sure, and we definitely gonna have you back, man. And I also see some settings, because with my outreach ministry,
yes,
like I said, my thing is about empowering people too, man. We got to show them the way. You know what I mean? And so, it's a lot that in this time, because even as COVID has impacted our nation, and people have to revisit things, there's opportunities that I feel that we have to revisit, and there's a lot of wisdom that you carry, man, that because it's about legacy, and my thing is helping the next generation that's coming behind us, man, that we can know that, because it's about legacy with me. I want to leave a legacy, man.
Yes.
And I understand, and I understand, man. That's what it takes, You know, that's what it takes. One of the things I would say that with the scriptures, where it says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children's children.
Yeah.
But we know that the race that really fulfilled that scripture is the Jews.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you have man. I used to work for the Benders. Man, they got wealth stored up for babies they ain't even had yet. You know what I mean? So it's a thing that really, yeah, and fulfilling scripture, and that's something I believe that's powerful, and that's a race that they really fulfill scripture.
They do.
So why can't we?
Yeah, amen to that. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Talk right, man. I mean, and building a brand. You gotta build it, man. You gotta build it, man. You just don't talk about it. You gotta do it and be about it. And build a brand.
And that's what it is. That's what I did right on my chest. I wear my name on my chest. This is my grandfather's name.
I got you.
That's why I wear
That's
that.
power right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's talking right because your name is gonna go before you.
And I commend you, man. You said something earlier, man, that it hit my heart, man. Let me know that this is it. This is real. And the thing is that when you said about with your grandfather, you setting up a scholarship in his name. See that's power, man. People don't understand that, especially when somebody deposit into your life. You know, my Aunt Mildred, God rest her soul, she had an organization called McKill. And I honored her, last year. We did a display with leaders in their shoes. And now they're going to move it from City Hall over to the Q House.
Okay.
And so the whole process of that was when I was in Atlanta, down at Martin Luther King Memorial.
Yes.
And when you walk in the door, the first thing you see is these shoes in a glass case. It was his shoes and some of the civil rights leaders that walked with him. And that thing had a lasting impression on me. And so I emulated that with some of our leaders here in Connecticut.
That's powerful.
And so when the kids go by the Q House and we wanted lounge it there, but it's at City Hall, we're going to shift it. But, when they see the shoes, whose shoes? Them some big shoes to fill.
Right.
And then we had the description of their leadership, some elected officials. Right, exactly. Even our Mayor Tony Hart, her shoes is in there.
Everybody got a pair of shoes.
That's it. Mayor Elliker, his shoes is in there.
Okay.
Everybody wear a pair of shoes.
That's
right.
it.
Now, what you do with your shoes?
That's
right?
it.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody wears shoes. Now, how you gonna step in yours? That's on you.
Yes.
See, and it's just like I'm looking at his shirt. He got his name on his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize how important your name is.
That's
See,
true.
your name go before you get there.
That's
right.
Right? If you tell me somebody's coming for an interview, right, tonight or next week, right? If I know that person already, their reputation or their integrity, especially if I know the person before they even come, I already know who they are, basically, right?
Yeah.
Because your name is important.
Amen.
And that's what people gotta understand too. That's why when you're branding something, integrity means the most.
Yes.
Because people gonna remember you for your actions, right? Not so much what you say. Your action is gonna speak more than what you are, and that's gonna build your name, right? And people understand the name is. That's why when the Bible talks about Jesus, God gave him a name above every name.
Come on now,
because everybody got a name.
That's it.
Right? Everybody has a name. What you do with your name. See, I believe in branding the name. That's when I think of people like Stephen A. Smith. I'm using names. Steve Harvey, even Michael Jordan, right? Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey. They got a name that they're branding. So their name could go wherever they want to go. Even I put my name in there because my name is more than just the radio. Because you can take your name and your name is that powerful.
Right.
But people don't understand. Right? Don't take your name and just let people just take your name and put it in the mud.
Right.
No. You have pride and integrity in your name. Because your name gonna go before you get there.
That's right.
Am I talking right?
You're talking right. And talking about branding and your name, like I'm branded.
Without a doubt.
Right. I went to Cold Banker. I said, hey, what do you like? She said, well, Cold Banker's not on it. I said, well, I can't sell Cold Banker. She said, what do you mean? I said, trademark. I own my name. Okay. So what I did is I'm actually, from what I understand, only realtor that's trademarked, that's selling and giving away merchandise in our neighborhoods. I've got 15 different articles of clothing. We're talking about 5 different ball caps, but that's counting one. I got hoodies, I got zip ups, I got slides, you know. But you know something it's about your name, right?
That's
so
right.
why would I give $1,200 a month to Realtor.com to advertise my name when it's my name? Okay, I could put $1,200 a month into advertising and merchandising and give it away to my people, right? But it's quality work. You know, it ain't the 5 and dime store. You know, we're talking about
big bucks.
Yeah, we're talking some good money, right? But I don't make a profit on it. I kind of do it as a loss. But you know, when you're getting shirts,
advertising.
Look, it's good quality. You're gonna wear it to swim. You're gonna wear it to work out. You're gonna wear it. You're gonna go golfing with the ball cap and the polos. You're gonna feel good with it. Okay. I'm not doing it to profit. Okay. I do write it off, but it's advertising. Okay. All right. And look, another proud moment. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but this just hit me.
It's good.
When I first got my ball caps, I was driving down the street. I got a couple of nice cars. I was driving. This little boy had to be about 6 or 7 years old. He said, "When I get older, I want to have a car like that."
Wow.
We're on like Elm and I forget. We're in West Haven.
Yeah.
So I circled around, took the first right I could. I pulled up and I asked his mother. I said, "Do you mind if I give this ball cap to him?" It was Stroud Realty Group ball cap. I was able to give my own merchandise to this young brother that was inspired by a vehicle that I had that he thought he never could get. And I told him, I said, "You interested in real estate?" He said, "Yeah." I said, I asked his mom if I could give it to him. And I said, "I'm giving my card to your mom. If you want to talk about business or real estate, you call me at any time. I'll come get your mom and take you guys to McDonald's or something, wherever you want to go. We can sit and talk as long as you can." You know?
Wow.
So for me to be able to do something like that, I had no idea.
And it meant the world to him.
It did. It did. He called me twice already.
It meant the world to him.
You know, so that, like I said, it's the power of your name. It's the power of branding. You know what I'm saying?
Because you want people to think of you first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like McDonald's, they get them kids when they're young. They get them when they're young.
Right? They got Hilfiger.
But out of them. Right? So
they got Nike.
Right.
Right. Why not Stroud?
Right.
There you go. That's what you got
Why
to do.
not Green? You know what I'm saying? Look.
But you got to invest in yourself, like you said.
That's
so
it.
You got to spend money, right? And you got to walk the walk. Don't just talk it.
Yeah.
When people come to me with all that talking, I let them talk for a little while. But then I really see their action. I don't talk. I want to see some action. But anyway, it's been a pleasure, Brother Mike, have you on the show this evening. We got to get you back in.
Yes,
and
for
all
sure.
our listeners and those who's on us on Facebook and join us. Give out your number one once again for those who might want to
absolutely.
get in contact.
You can always reach me at 203-821-1131. Michael Stroud, professional realtor. The Michael Stroud team at Coldwell Banker, 24/7. We're here for you.
Okay. All right, brother. Like I said, it's been a pleasure. Dr. Wayne, you can close us out, brother. It's been a pleasure having this young man in the studio this evening.
Well, the way we close out is we say action first, and we say it in harmony. So I want to thank you for taking action first with us today, Mike, man. And we know we're going to have you back, man. Amen. And we definitely got to help promote some of your your programmatic things that you're trying to do, everything you're doing with your realtor. We could, get some things set up for you, man, as well, man. So the only thing at this time, I would just say, I want to thank you for taking action first. So can you say that with me? Action first.
All right.
All right.
Now back to some more great gospel music on W.J.R.G.